What up, YouTube? Today we're going to be doing these 1982 Honda Magna 750 carburetors. Put them back together so we can finish that bike. Alright, I'm going to start with this one right here. This one I was calling number 1. Alright, let's get to it. Okay, here's package number 1. It's got the diaphragm. Let's see if it's good. Yeah, this one looks good. No rips or anything. That's good. We need that. We're gonna need this. The spring. And I think everything else in here we're gonna replace. Yeah, except for the bolts. Alright. So first thing, get one of these kits. It's got everything we're going to need in there. Okay. First thing I'm going to start with is this plunger seat to let the fuel in. The only reason you'd ever have to take these all the way apart is if this fuel line, which connects all these carburetors, is if when you blow air into this thing and you put your fingers over these, you can hear air escaping. I've already tested this. It's nice and sealed when I put suction on this. So we're just going to move on to putting the seats in. Okay. Get it tight. Just like that. Next, this is our idler jet, new one. It's gonna go down in here, just like that. And we'll tighten it down. And don't try to go crazy tightening it. Just get it tight. Next. So what they didn't give us was this main jet seat for the jet to stick on it. I still kept these, so we'll make sure that they're clean. We'll take some carb cleaner. Make sure it's spraying out all the four holes on both sides. Make sure it's clean. What I'm doing is taking this pick, putting it through each one of those little holes, and just going back and forth with it, just to make sure they're clean. And then slide it down in and tighten it down. Next, we're going to take the new jet, slide it in, and tighten it down. Same thing with this jet. Don't go crazy on it. Make sure it's tight. Just like that. Okay. They gave us new floats, so we'll take the new float, take the plunger, slide it on like that. Then we're going to stick it in the hole. And we're going to take our push pin, once the float's in, right? Make sure it's not bottomed out. So see how it got that little bounce in it? Means we're seated nice and good. Next, we're going to take our bowl cover. I just put the new gasket in it. If it doesn't want to stay down, sometimes I put a little bit of solder flux grease on it just to make it stick. This one doesn't seem too bad. Seems to be holding. Tighten it down. Just go to where it's tight, where it's seated. Doesn't need to be over tightened and stripped. Flip it over. It's all been cleaned and blown out with air. You're going to take the diaphragm, let me spray some WD-40. Keep everything nice and lubed depending on how long I put gas in it. Line it up. You're going to want to line up that right there. Make sure it's pushed down. We're going to put our spring in. And then our cap. There we go. Now we'll just finish putting in the screws. And then on the inside, we'll just make sure it's working. There we go. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's working. So that's how you do it. I'll come back after I do the rest, show you what they look like. Okay, here we are, after they're all put back together. Make sure everything still works. That's working fine. Choke, working fine. And then check these slides. That one's going, that one's going, that one's going. Alright, ready to put them back on the bike. Get that bike running. Stay tuned.